Ex-mentor jealous of me and try to ruin my life, but I turned her plan into my victory. The consequences of limiting his own world and acting on misguided thoughts have been severe. This marks the end of the person I once admired. I never imagined things would turn out like this. My name is Amelia, and there have been two major turning points in my life. The first turning point happened when I was in third grade. I discovered the banjo one day while flipping through TV channels. I came across a feature on the instrument. Something about it fascinated me so deeply that I couldn't bring myself to change the channel. The lively, rhythmic sounds filled the room, growing in intensity until they seemed to pull me in completely. Even after the program ended, I sat there in a trance, enchanted by the world of the banjo. That day, I decided I would play it too. After convincing my parents, I began attending banjo lessons, marking the beginning of my lifelong journey. I joined a local banjo school that practiced a particular style of bluegrass music, where the banjo often takes center stage. Bluegrass is influenced by folk traditions and has a variety of regional techniques, each with its own flair. It's influenced by folk traditions and has a variety of regional techniques, each with its own style. The second turning point came when I was in sixth grade. I'd just finished dinner with my family, crab and shrimp, my favorites, when I suddenly felt sick. My throat itched, my eyelids swelled up, and breathing became difficult. My parents called an ambulance, and I was rushed to the hospital. It turned out I'd developed a shellfish allergy. The foods I once loved had now become my greatest enemies. The allergy stayed with me into adulthood. Shellfish wasn't just risky, it was life-threatening. I could no longer indulge in my favorite dishes, and every meal required careful scrutiny of ingredients, while my diet faced restrictions. In sixth grade, I won first place in a junior banjo contest for middle school. I was determined to attend a school with a renowned banjo club, and through hard work, I succeeded. The instructor there was Evelyn, a famous banjo musician and judge at the contest I had won under. I grew a lot under her guidance. Our banjo club went on to win national competitions. Evelyn was kind and inspiring, and I looked up to her. She became a mentor and a role model, and her passion for the banjo was infectious. She encouraged me to improve, challenge myself, and never settle for less than my best. With her help, I not only grew as a musician, but also as a person. After graduating high school, I chose to attend a university with strong ties to our banjo community. I continued to practice and perform. I was always trying to be better. In my third year of university, Evelyn joined our banjo school studio as the head, and we started working together again, but there was something different about her. She seemed tense and restless, like she was always on the move. I couldn't quite understand why. Around this time, I met Evelyn's son, Oliver. Evelyn had hurt her ankle, and I offered to help her get home. That's when I met him for the first time. He was about my age, kind, and we got on really well and had coffee together. We got to know each other and started seeing each other regularly. Oliver was confident, but not in a bad way. He was genuine, thoughtful, and made me feel safe. Before long, we fell in love. As I graduated from university, I was offered a job at the Banjo Association, which meant I could continue pursuing my passion while also gaining valuable work experience. Evelyn supported my career, recommending me for the role with her guidance and encouragement. I started my professional journey began not long after Oliver proposed, and I said yes. Everything felt like it was falling into place. Evelyn, who had always been a mentor, seemed genuinely happy for us. Or so I thought. A year after our wedding, I found out I was pregnant. It was one of the happiest moments of my life, and I couldn't wait to start a family with Oliver. Around the same time, I was chosen to represent our banjo school in a prestigious competition. It was a competition that Evelyn had wanted to be a part of, but she wasn't selected, and from that moment on, she started treating me differently. The warmth that had been there before seemed to vanish, replaced by an unspoken tension. I hoped it was just temporary and did my best to maintain our relationship, thinking that the baby might help bring us closer. Then came the day. Evelyn invited us over for a celebratory dinner. The table was laden with various dishes, but my eyes froze on one crab. It was a dish that I could no longer eat, and Evelyn knew this better than anyone. She smiled at me and explained that it was imitation crab made specifically so that I could enjoy it without any danger. She assured me it was safe, and Oliver encouraged me to try it. At first, it tasted just like I remembered, and nostalgia washed over me. But then something felt off. A tingling sensation started in my mouth, and I knew immediately that something was wrong. I spat the food out as panic set in. The familiar signs of an allergic reaction began, and hives started to appear. Evelyn was alarmed and demanded an explanation from me. She gave me an excuse, but it didn't add up. After some questioning, she finally confessed that she had given me imitation crab. It turned out that Evelyn was jealous of me. She was envious of my success, my happiness, and my family. She wanted me to suffer, even if it meant risking my life and the life of my unborn child. I was stunned. I couldn't believe what she had done. I had admired her for so long. Evelyn had just betrayed me in the most personal way possible. The door opened and Jackson, Evelyn's ex-husband, walked in. Oliver had invited him as a surprise, hoping to help mend their strained relationship. Jackson had overheard everything. He looked at Evelyn's disappointment and offered me the choice to press charges. Despite everything, I chose not to. Instead, I decided to cut ties with Evelyn completely. No amount of remorse could undo what she had done. I couldn't risk her being a part of it. Evelyn was fired from the banjo school, and Jackson helped her find a new job. Meanwhile, I focused on what mattered most, my family and my passion for the banjo. I went on to compete in a performance, and my growing belly was a reminder of everything I stood to protect. I played with all my heart, and our school won. It was a victory not just for my music, but for my resilience. Now, as I prepare to welcome my child into this world, I continue my journey with the banjo. Joe, my goals are simple yet profound: to keep playing, to keep growing, and to build a family full of love and laughter, far away from the shadows of betrayal. I've learned that life is full of unexpected turns, some beautiful and some painful. But through it all, I've found strength in the things I love and the people who truly care for me. The challenges I've faced have only made me stronger. Music has always been my refuge, my way of expressing joy, sorrow, and everything in between. Now, as I look towards, I know that my love for the banjo and my commitment to my family will guide me through whatever comes next. Every note I play is a testament to my journey through the highs and lows and to the unbreakable spirit that refuses to give in to fear or betrayal. Oliver and I have built a home filled with warmth and laughter. We both work hard, but we make time for each other, cherishing every moment we spend together. Our love has grown through the trials we have faced. We're preparing to become parents, and we're excited about what lies ahead. The road hasn't always been easy, but it's led us to a place of peace and happiness. I hope Evelyn finds her way. The banjo was once her passion too, and perhaps in time she'll rediscover the joy it once brought her. But that's her journey, and mine is separate now. I wish her no ill will, but I can't let her actions overshadow the life I'm building. My focus is on my family, my music, and the future we're creating together. The prestigious competition I won while pregnant wasn't just about showcasing my skills. It was about proving to myself that I could overcome anything. The applause, cheers, and sense of accomplishment were all reminders that I'm capable, strong, and deserving of the happiness I've found. Every time I pick up the banjo, I feel a connection to the girl I was when I first heard it sound and to the woman I am now. I'm standing tall despite everything. The birth of our child is just around the corner, and I'm excited to hold them and share the music that's been such an important part of my life. I want them to grow up in a loving home with the sound of laughter and music in every room. I want them to know that no matter what challenges come their way, they can face them with courage and grace. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes the people we trust the most let us down. It's been a tough road, but I've learned that it's possible to move forward and find joy even after betrayal. The people who truly care for us and support us through the good and the bad are the ones who make life worth living. As I look at Oliver and the life we've built together, I know that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. I continue to play the banjo to teach and share my love for music with others. My journey is far from over, and I'm excited to see where it will take me next. I'm excited to see where it will take me next. There will always be challenges, but there will also always be music, love, and the strength to keep going. That's more than enough. The consequences of misguided actions can be severe, and the choices we make can have a lasting impact on those around us. However, I've chosen to focus on what matters most is to forgive, let go, and keep moving forward. My life, my family, and my music are my greatest treasures, and I will protect them fiercely with all the love and strength I have. This is my story, and it is one of resilience, hope, and a love that refuses to be broken.